Welcome back to Chow Time Pods. Your host, Red. I got videos today from Judea. You should feel safer with me around. I don't know why women choose the bear. Oh no! Oh no! Watch how long it takes for someone to help me get out of this failed bench press. Strong, independent, don't need no man. Guy walks by like nothing happened. Exactly. Nothing did happen. He didn't see anything.
So the text says, the initial text, you should feel safer with men around, which is, you know, I guess, oh, you're told you should feel safer with men around. I don't know why women choose the bear, blah, blah, blah. And then essentially the last quote is saying, watch how long it takes for someone to help me get out of this failed bench press. Okay. So the idea is she's a woman, and we're going to see an extra video here that's going to contextualize who this is. Her name is, I think, Juliana Rose, and contextualize a little bit more about this. But essentially the idea is, here I am, and I'm a woman, and I'm bench pressing, and I put however much weight on and got trapped in a bench press. And
I am woman, hear me roar.
And, you know, I should be able to count on a guy to come help me, right? That's what I'm told. And here I am leveled under it, and no one is coming. And you see like one guy, I think, pass by in the background and doesn't approach. Okay. Lots to say on this. But before we comment, I want to show the follow-up video of her talking. So let's click that.
There was a follow-up after that one?
Follow-up, shall we?
So this is crazy. Mr. Joey Swole. Dude, I don't even follow you.
Is that her?
Just from your comment and multiple comments, so real original, because at least 4 fucking men said the same thing before you said it at the end of your video. It's a shame the bear can't spot you. Dude, I think you're just not emotionally intelligent enough to understand, and that's okay.
I don't know if this is a man or a woman. I really don't. The voice, the image, gives off man. Slightly feminine man, but gives off man.
Break it down for you. Maybe you and all of your single cell brained followers can understand it better. Women feel so unsafe around men, majority of the time a straight white man, like yourself.
I feel bad for white men sometimes, you know, like they get thrown on their bus like all the time.
Because of,
like, out of all men, as soon as like there's some complaints going on, straight, hetero, cis males, white, you know, like that's the first thing people always say.
How many of them abuse them, manipulate them, gaslight them with a bear or an animal? All you have to do is get away from it. Men will manipulate women into sleeping with them.
You can't just get away from a man. Oh my gosh.
Men will manipulate the people around them to make women feel crazy. Okay, so that's where that analogy comes from. So I know you think it was a gotcha moment. It wasn't even close, dude. You look like an asshole. Secondly, I admitted in a video today, since you're too lazy to do your own research, acknowledging that I probably could have used a spotter, but I hit 190 pounds for 3 with no fucking issue without one. My background is a little different. I was a weightlifter for Team USA for 8 years.
It doesn't matter. Once you hit certain weights, you should always have a spotter.
Finished second in the world, first in the Pan American region when I was 20. I know what I'm doing. I made a mistake. The point being that multiple men in that gym didn't even bat an eye. And the guy that walked by, for him to walk by at that point means he was close enough to see what the fuck was going on before he walked by the camera. And he still chose just to walk by.
Yeah.
I know you think you're big and bad because of your social media, dude, but social media is not everything.
Yet you're on here talking on it and trying to kind of get some clout from it.
So much more to a human being than their social media. I'm the type of person, if somebody's benching, think they have a weight and didn't feel like they could ask for a spot, if they're struggling and I see them and they need help, you bet your ass I'm gonna be over there as fast as I can. because I care about my gym community instead of punishing them for making a simple mistake. And you told me everything I need to know about you by that bear comment. So I hope you feel big and bad sending all of your followers to continue the most misogynistic pattern in all straight men in the gym. I'm not afraid of you or your followers, so I'm not going to sit here and be quiet about it. But good job. Do you want a cookie?
All right, so let's break this down.
Let's-
First of all, you hear all the code words, right? You're a misogynist.
Yeah.
Men are manipulative, all this stuff. And she...
Yeah, you can walk away from a bear, but men manipulate you into sleeping with them. Did you want to sleep with the bear?
openly acknowledges a lesbian weight limit. I don't know what's going on there, to be quite frank. So one thing that I will say right off the bat, does it ever occur, really, does it ever occur to any of these women that like some of the guys just don't notice? Like there's people in the gym, I'm sure, they're like doing their own thing. They're not, maybe they're just not looking at you and noticing that second you're buried under the bar. Like that guy that walked by, I mean, is he staring at you or is he on his phone? Or everybody's so doing this too on the phones these days. I mean, there could be like a lion walking by and they would be just like, right?
This is true.
This is just a reality of modern times. So does it ever occur to you that unless you say, honey, if you really wanted the help, why not just say, hey, can someone help me out?
Right. It's that entitlement, Jetta, that I'm a woman. I'm a woman. Everybody should be paying attention to me. As soon as something goes wrong, they should be rushing to help. That's the entitlement of what she's kind of stating right there. Oh, men are so dangerous and I'm so scared of them, but because I'm a woman, as soon as anything happens to me, they should have noticed and came and helped me because I chose the bear.
Can someone, hey, yo, I'm trapped under here. No, why didn't you do that? Because this was about getting a video.
Yeah.
This was about getting a video. If it wasn't about getting a video, why didn't you just ask for help?
Yep.
There's a guy right there in sight. You couldn't just say, hey, buddy, can you help me out? Mm-mm. Needed the video. Needed this video more than needed the help, actually.
I could tell you guys now, I don't bench much. I have a messed up arm, so benching is very hard. I use a Smith machine majority of the time. And if I don't use a Smith machine, it's very little weights. I've had it to where I had maybe 20 pounds on each side plus the bar, which is 100 pounds or something. And then my arm gave out. And yeah, there was a gentleman that came over, rushed right away. And he was like, you all right? I'm like, thank you. I appreciate that. Because I don't have that many friends at the gym. So I don't really have a spotter. And sometimes it is weird to ask random strangers to do it for you. But I wasn't also in the someone has to help me kind of thing. I was just more like, crap. I'm in this predicament now. And I did ask for it. I'm like, oh shit. Can someone help me? And there's nothing wrong with asking for help, right? Even if you're the most buff of buff dudes and the skinny of skinny dudes, I think most people in the gym are very receptive to helping you if you asked.
Hey, yo, I'm trapped under here. No, why didn't you do that? Because this was about getting a video.
Yeah.
This was about getting a video. If it wasn't about getting a video, why didn't you just ask for help? There's a guy right there in sight. You couldn't just say, hey, buddy, can you help me out? Mm-mm. Needed the video. Mm-hmm. Needed this video more than needed the help, actually. So irritating and so...
And it's always the more lesbian, butch type ones that really just hate men.
Attention seeking and so freaking lame, honestly. I love the not emotionally intelligent line because we also know that is a line. We've already dissected this on prior shows, but this is a line that's thrown at men all the time. You're not emotionally intelligent enough. You're not emotionally intelligent. What the hell does that even mean? Honestly, that is such a line of bull that women use often.
What makes me emotionally intelligent? Because I know every single emotion. What intelligence is it? I have experienced every single emotion. I know every single emotion. Does that make me emotionally intelligent?
Times when guys aren't giving them exactly what they want, right? They want you to be emotional in a certain type of way, but not in another type of way. And guys have to walk on eggshells trying to figure that out. And they throw out this, oh, you're not emotionally intelligent, which means what? What exactly? What? You're not doing exactly what she asked for minute to minute, moment to moment, just the right amount of emotion,
Correct.
Just the right amount of stoicism, just the right amount. Right. It means nothing, right? It means you're not exactly what I need in this instant. Go figure out how to become it because I'm a demanding, entitled woman. Go to it like a puppy dog. No. We don't play that game, right? That's just not helpful to anyone, including you ladies, ultimately. I love the long monologue. Women feel unsafe around men, and men are manipulative, and men are this. And actually, this has been done before. I don't know if you guys remember the show where we talked about the Whatever podcast clip where the woman actually felt it would be safer to be like around like a bear or like a rabid dog, like an untamed lion than a man, right? And it's actually so profoundly stupid. Imagine saying,
It really is.
"Oh, a bear you just have to like run away from." Imagine being so like brainwashed and brain dead that you're like, "Oh, a bear in the wild, you just have to run him. Honey, he'll eat you. You won't make it out alive. He'll just
You have better chances of running away from a man than a bear.
done." You know, a lion is but a lunch, you know? This is so ridiculous. But these women, I don't know who hurt them. I'm sorry to ask. I don't know what man
That should be the question we ask them every time they pick the bear. We're just like, who hurt you?
in your life did you dirty? I don't know what happened that made you able to just so easily put all men into a category of manipulative, awful, scary. Women are afraid. Listen, honey, if you're so, and maybe you're not talking about you when you say women, I don't know. Seems that you might be, including yourself in this bunch. But if you're so afraid of guys, particularly at the gym, why are you in a co-ed gym? Go to a women's only gym. I say this all the time. Go to a women's only gym. If guys are so awful and so terrible and so this and the gym is unsafe and
Yeah, let the 5 women run over to try to help you, spot you while you're in danger.
the gym guys are useless in the gym anyway, and why are you there? Just to bitch and moan? Honestly, is that why? Really, what other reason would there be? It's like the women who say, I don't want guys staring at me in the gym. They make me feel like I'm an object. Anytime you're
And then they're literally wearing thongs.
half naked, butt crack exposed, breasts out, doing your squats where we all see what's going on in a guy girl gym. Go to a women's only gym. I'm curious why you're not also waiting for a woman to help you.
That's what I said.
Now, wait a second. I thought women and men are equal, which to you also means women and men are the same in many respects. Why aren't you waiting
Yeah,
for
why do you only expect men to help?
to help you out? Why is it on men? Are there no women in that gym? Are you trying to say that women aren't as strong as men? How dare you? How dare you, misogynist? See how this game is played? The last thing I want to say about this is, you notice how the insecure straight men, it's always like straight white men.
I said that, Jenna. I was like, I feel like bad for the white guys. Sometimes, But they always get thrown under the bus first. Out of all of them, is always cis, hetero, and then white men right after that.
Notice that they get like the worst of the worst.
They do.
What
They
is that
do.
about,
I admit
really?
it.
Isn't it? And also, like, isn't it?
Us Asian guys probably get like the least flack from conversations, but we get the least attention. White guy gets the most attention, the most flack. Black guys get the most attention, some flack. So it is interesting how each race of men are just like seen differently. But white men, you're the cause of all the evil in the world, according to women.
Why is it
Especially white women.
not racism to say that? To say all white men are this or all white men are that? Like, if you said, I just don't understand, right? It's like in the same way that you can rip on men all day long, but you can't rip on women in the same way without being labeled misogynist and sexist and all these.
Yeah, this one where you can't dog on black men. You got to only focus on white men because that's the only demographic that's allowed to be trashed, I guess.
These words, right? But why is it like a real pass in society, right? In this year of 2026, and has been for some time, that straight white men, you can just say anything. Just degrading, disgusting, horrifying, humiliating, and get away with it. Can we just ask ourselves as a society why that's the case? Why? I mean,
I think our society's racist, like super racist, like don't like white people racist kind of thing. It's so funny that we're so hyper focused on race and racism, but then we really hyper focus on certain races and certain racism over others. That's the crazy thing about what's going on now.
they're just like, are they just dog meat for y'all these days? I mean, it's kind of nasty and obscene, is it not? So listen, honey, to sum up, you made a video because you wanted to make a point. Okay. If you wanted the help, you would have shouted and asked for it and probably gotten it. If I see that one guy probably would have come over and helped you.
No, isn't it interesting how the entitlement of I'm scared of men, but I expect men to always help me whenever I'm in trouble. But yet, men are the more horrible creatures that are going to manipulate me into sex, and I just can't walk away from them like I can a bear. Like, the things they say just make sense in their heads for some reason. And am I dumb? Please like, subscribe, comment down below. I really appreciate that. And I'll catch you guys next time. Ciao.